It's great to be here with you. We have a wonderful lady with us this morning, Mary Ward. Welcome, Mary.
Okay. Hello.
So I'm going to ask Mary now to open with prayer.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. If I can just ask you to just take a breath. Close your eyes and be in the moment. Heavenly Father, Divine Spirit, we thank you so much for being together amongst friends. We ask, dear Father, in our turmoils, that this wonderful world of technology takes us all over the world, but we can be ourselves. And we need to be ourselves. We need to have the courage to face each day, because each and every one of us face trauma, and we don't know sometimes how we can move on. Please, dear Father, think of the Mother Earth, because Mother Earth provides everything that we need. So we send a thought for Mother Earth. We also send a thought for our animal kingdom, who give us such wonderful, unconditional love. I ask, dear Father, if I'm to be a channel this morning, that everything we do will be in love, in light, in truth and honesty. Amen.
Amen. Friends, keep that prayerful mind and thoughts, and we pray for healing. Absent healing for those whose names are deeply inscribed in our hearts and our minds, for those names that are in our own healing books at home and in our churches and sanctuaries. And especially this morning, I'm going to bring just one name to you. We have a wonderful lady at Wimbledon Church who runs a circle for us called Dawn Collinson Quarry. And one of her children was taken ill over the weekend, and he's in St George's Hospital local to the church, and he's in need of healing. He's been in since Friday, I think it is, and he's going to be in till Monday at the moment. So we can send healing to Charlie, and all those other people here today that are in need of healing, be it arthritis, health scares, just gentle peace of mind. So I'm asking you all now that the Lord will make you instruments of his peace. For where there is hatred, let him sow love. Where there is joy, bring peace as well. And where there is healing and need, bring love. A few moments silence. Thank you, friends. I've got a reading this morning. It's the first time I've read for a long time, so it's one of my favourites. It's from St John's Gospel, and it says, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told you so. And I go there to prepare a place for you. And if I go there to prepare a place for you, I will come and receive you to myself." And the disciple Thomas asked, "We do not know where you are going, Lord. Where are you? Where will you be?" And Jesus said and looked, he said, "I am the light, the truth, and the way. I will be there to receive you. Never forget, you will never be alone." Amen.
Amen.
Friends, taking up the words of the reading, I think at times we're inclined to forget, especially in times of trouble, sickness, pain and hurt, how we are never left alone, how we are comforted by the power and the manifestation of Spirit. As spiritualists, we've all come from many homes and highways to be here, and that's my drive coming.
Was that other switch?
Anyways, up. It's a sign, it's a sign. And we have to believe our religion and know our religion. But as spiritualists, we should never have doubt in who we are. That we are a spiritual being in a physical body, manifesting itself in the physical. It may be in your past life you may have done things so well and great. But I know if it was not for my dad, I would not be in spiritualism. I won't explain the full story of you, but my dad was in a very difficult situation once in his life. And an angel appeared to him, not with wings and white nose and flapping around. And he said to my dad, "You have a mission to complete, go from this place and speak to your friend and ask about Bill Murray. Dad rushed from that place and he went to speak to this friend of his who was an insurance dealer. And he said, you probably think I'm going a bit mental here. And I've cleaned a lot of this story up for my dad. Really, and those who knew Dad, Derek Robertson, know where I'm coming from. And he said, do you know Bill Murray? He said, well, actually, I've only just got a new client called Bill Murray. Dad said, can I have his number? Dad spoke to him. He used to have a house in Hayden's Road, South Wimbledon. And the rest is history for the Robertson family with spiritualism. And Dad being a market person, Brixton Market, knowing people in the market, and as you grew up in the 50s and 60s, you did a bit of ducking and diving, and a wheeling and dealing. Dad's life changed for the better. Though up to then, it'd be fair to say, and he would say, he didn't have a bad life. So spiritualism in its own way saved him. And in our own way, it then brings other people into our lives. I met Jackie, I have to say in a pub next, but I met Jackie and her dad, and her dad was friends with my uncle's, and we would meet in the pub and we would chat, and on a Tuesday night I'd say to Jackie, we can't go out Tuesday nights, I'm going out somewhere. Where are you going? Don't matter where I'm going, because I was somewhat embarrassed to say I'm going out healing. And I was, I can't deny it. And then a couple of days later, a couple of weeks later, I can't remember the exact time, Jack said to me, what do you do on Tuesday? Where are you going? Is there somebody else? Are you going to another pub or something? And I said, no, I don't know, I don't know how to say this, I need to come out. And she said, pardon? I said, no, not quite like that. But I'm a spiritualist, I'm a spiritualist medium and healer, and I go out. She said, oh, can I come? A couple of days later she came, and a few days later after that, Jackie became a spiritualist. And Jackie became a spiritualist because she knew and believed before that there was a life after death. There was a continuance. There was a total continuance of life. And sometimes as spiritualists we forget to keep promoting that. In St. Paul's Gospel he tells his pupil Timothy, when the message goes out of season, bring it back in. And when it is in season, preach it to the fervency that you have within your soul. And we have to do that. We have to do that. And spiritualism brings us into contact with people and situations you wouldn't least expect. It's only a few years, I say few, quite some years ago, Ashley came up to me and he was taking me to his primary school. It was a Father and Dad's Day. And he said, don't we talk about church? Don't we discuss church? Nothing to do with your church. Just say you work in an office, which I did, but it was a spiritualist church office. And I spoke about my office and my church, not my church. But some of you will know, Ashley, about 15, 16 years ago, he had a stroke. And the left-hand side of his brain died, which explains a lot, as his wife says now. But Ashley suddenly said, Dad, I want to learn about spiritualism. I want to understand more about spiritualism. And he's now training to become a spiritualist minister. Rachel, likewise, didn't really want anything to do. Rachel's now a qualified spiritual healer. Ashley's wife, who is a Roman Catholic, is a trained spiritual healer. Spiritualism goes where nobody else dares to go. Now, we've had a couple of people this weekend that said, oh, I think my house is haunted. And Ashley's gone over and blessed the room, Jackie has, I've done a couple. And it's important that when these things happen in our rooms, we don't get anxious and afraid, because that fear resonates and gets bigger and bigger. Now, a few weeks ago, we were babysitting little Jack, who you've seen me walking around with, and we put him to bed, or actually Jackie did put him to bed, went up the stairs and put him to bed, and Rachel woke him up. Rachel went to get him when he woke up, and she said, who put the book in his cot? Which one of you? I said, I didn't. Jackie said, well, I didn't. And there was a book there. And then a few moments later, Rachel got him out, and he pointed to my mum's photograph, said, Nana. So we think my mum put the book in there. Rachel did tell her off as well. But the thing is, spirit is around us and within us. I heard last night Mr. Bush came through.
Yeah.
And he's unhappy about a few things at church, which is alarms me. So I jokingly said earlier, Won't take no notice of that message until something happens and the lights flicker. Okay, I'm listening. As the leaflet said, we all go out of Wimbledon Church, especially me and my dad previous to me. I always say, good night, Mr. Bush, because he felt that was his church. It was his blood of his blood, body of his body. And when he passed, he felt very much it was still his church, and he's influenced the different presidents over the years. And that's great and wonderful. My dad had a great fondness for Mr. Bush, and we, to the point we found Mr. Bush's daughter. She was sending a donation every month of £4 to the church, and we found her and went to visit her and got to know her quite well. Dorothea. And she was a passionate spiritualist, but there's no spiritualist churches near her, so she used to go to the local Anglican church. And she told the vicar off most Sundays, "You've got errors in your preaching this morning. Now let me explain why." And she said, "All right, Mrs. Ellington, I'll talk to you later." Because she tried to practice her spiritualism. And I've tried to practice my spiritualism. I know my Jackie does and my family does. And certainly we at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church try to. We're not always going to get it right. We get it wrong sometimes. And spiritualism, I have to say to you, in my belief, and I know it's the same with my Jackie, is it's more than just life after death. It's about the spiritualisation of man. There's a lady sitting here today with her daughter, and they asked me to go and visit the mum's mum in hospital. She was getting ready to pass on to spirit. She had no fears, no anxieties, no worries. And she said to me, chatting away to me, and she said, "You know, what have you come here for? You're going to give me the last rites sort of thing?" I said, "No." She said, "I know where I'm going. I'm going to be reunited with my husband. I'm going to have some fun times." And one of the pictures we put on the order of service, I say we, but part of the great royal we, was a picture of her and her husband on Arc de Triomphe, I think it was, wasn't it, with the Buddha outside a cafe. Yeah. And this looked so bohemian, so happy and joyful. And that's what she was looking forward to, being happy again, because she was confined to a bed. And see, she knew, as her husband knew before her, that there was a continuing life, but how we live this life now and yesterday and before is how we inherit the heaven we want to inherit, or the spirit world, or whatever. It's not about sinful, being wrong. We've got Wimbledon Church registered for same-sex marriages now. And somebody said to us, "Really? Oh, that's strange." Well, it was strange. I said, "It's a marriage." Oh, didn't think of it like that. And I went, "Well, it is like that." And we did a wonderful wedding a few years back, didn't we? For a couple.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, and they had the altar all dressed up like a theatre. They'd both been in the theatre and stage, and we dressed it up a little bit like that. And even if people don't get married and they want to remain as they are, we're happy to bless people. Because marriage is not for everyone. Look at Henry VIII. He didn't exactly have a good track record. His divorce policy was very serious. But in all honesty, spiritualism opens up the hearts and the minds of us all to become instruments upon this earth. I'm pinching this from President Obama, but we can make change happen. We can make and enact that change to happen. We can have to be... See what's coming?
Yeah, he's going down there, you can hear him. He's
He wants God, Spirit, Divine Essence, whatever, the Force. They want us to enact our spirituality upon this earth, making a better world, a good world. I believe there is but one God, one supreme being. And through that God, teachers, masters, prophets, seers have all manifested themselves in the power of the Spirit at different times and different stages. When mankind most sometimes needs it, then mankind gets hold of these teachings, manipulates them and makes them bad. There's a lot of the New Testament I like. There's a lot of the New Testament I don't like. I've read some of the Quran I like. Some of the other parts of the Quran I'm not so happy with. It's how we live our religion, our spiritualism, our way of life, whatever phrase you want to use. I'm disappointed sometimes when mediums can't call themselves spiritualist mediums anymore. They call themselves this medium or that medium. Fine, it's their choice, it's their life journey. But I'm very happy to say I'm a spiritualist, and I'm a spiritualist minister, medium, whatever. And somebody said to me a few years ago, I know you've worked in America, Ray, I know you've worked abroad. Why don't you say you're an international medium? I said, because the word medium sums it up. I don't have to put an international. I said, why do you say international? Oh, well, I can charge a bit extra. Their karma, their life. I'm not judging them personally, but it's true. There's a lady sitting here who called me to go to a friend's last rites. I went to the church, and not church, the hospital. I'd said what I said and stood back and let the family gather around. And then 2 or 3 of the family suddenly went, you only lost your mum yesterday. I said, no, I didn't lose her, I know where she's gone. But that's what my mum would want me to do, want me to carry on, not be tearful and mournful. I was a bit mournful before the service, guys, because this is the first time I've spoke publicly for a few months now. So I was a bit anxious of how I would go and how I'd manage to read, but I think I'm getting through it so far. And more importantly, I've just realised Mary's here, she's going to do the best part. But friends, I'm so pleased to have welcomed you here this weekend. I know some of your other workshops and you're missing the greatest day of the week so far being here. Those are not here. But in all honesty, truly all honesty, go out from this place this weekend and live your spiritualism. Put it into practice. I've not finished with these few words. One day, yes, one day you will find me gone. But instead, I am here. Should be no tears, no cries, no anxieties. Just go forward with all your beliefs and prove to me I was not mistaken in mine. That is what the Spirit wants us to do. Go forward with all our beliefs. Our husbands, our loved ones, wives, partners, yes, they've gone before us. But we're not alone. And I understand the fact, as my mum said to me a few days before she passed into spirit, oh, I just want to be with Dad now. I feel lonely. And I get that. And people thought with both my mum and Dad's passing, I wasn't reacting well, because I wasn't crying and sobbing everywhere and that. It's because I know where they are. They're in heaven, reunited. And one day, hopefully, I'll get up there to see him. Though I do feel sometimes around my feet it's a bit warm, so I'm not so sure about that. But in all honesty, friends, let go and let God take over your life. Let God manifest itself through you. If you're a healer, let that manifest through your healing. If you're a medium, through your mediumship. If you're a member of a church congregation, through you being a member of that church congregation. Manifest that power of the Spirit. Emphasize that power of the Spirit. And know, my friends, you are not alone. Go forward with all your beliefs and prove to me that I'm not mistaken in mine. God bless you.
God bless you.
Jackie's just reminded me, 89 years ago today was Mr. Bush's, our church founder's memorial service.
Synchronicity.
And it's just work. I'd like that word, but I can't say it, so I don't use it. But the power of his presence has been amongst us this weekend, as all the other pioneers. I mean, I knew Leslie Fleet quite well. I could go to his house and sit there with him and his partner Brad, watching Rudolph Valentino film once in his cinema. And it's so great. Harry Edwards, I watched do healing. And somebody only said to me a couple of years ago, oh, Harry Edwards, oh, his old hat. Really? Really? Yes, I know more than Harry Edwards. That person don't heal anymore, by the way. I think Harry Edwards went good. In all honesty, ladies and gentlemen, Mary Ward.
Thank you. Good morning again. Okay, so big breath. I'd like to come to my lady right through here first.
With the pink.
No, the one behind. Hello. Yeah, that's okay. Just be awake. It's okay. I do work quickly. I'm going to give you everything I can because there's lots of people in the room and I really would like to go as fast as I could. As I link with you, my lovely, I've got a lady coming in. As she comes in, she's giving the most worst indigestion of all. I know that she would have had this reflux all up and down here. I know that she would have gone to the world of spirit with a breathing condition because she's now taking my breath away. I know that she's very close to you. I know she's a family member. I know she's come just to say I love you, but also to push you forward on your journey. Would you understand that you have opened a little bit more this weekend already, and there's a lot more to come, I'm telling you. Also, I've got to give you the name of Ralph in the world of spirit, and I just have to say, would you understand around you right at this moment in time that you have been fidgeting about something. Fidgeting is the word they're putting into my mind. Okay, let me make it more clear. You have been thinking about doing something and it's been on the off button for a long time.
Yes.
And you've been going fidgeting, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Now is the time, and that's your message, my lovely. So please get on with it. Okay, God bless you. Thank you for working with me. Please don't clap because I want to get as many as I can. All right, where am I going? Teresa, I've got to come to you. I do know Teresa. We went to Wimbledon and our legs were shaking many, many years ago. As I link with you, my lovely, I've got a gentleman coming and he's making me laugh. And I know it's Bill as well, but he's pushing me in the backside. So this gentleman, I do feel was a friend of yours rather than a family member. And I do know that he's come to lift you. I do know, I mean, obviously I haven't seen you for a long, long time, but I do know that he's here to give you that encouragement. I know that you've worked, but not as much as you perhaps normally would, but I know that you've got to go forward and continue your work. So go back to those readings, go back to that, and that's all he's come to say, my lovely. Lots of love. I'd like to come to my gentleman here, if I may. Sorry, Cheryl, you're going to make your run. As I come to you, my lovely, I understand that you haven't been on one of these weekends before. I hope you found it interesting. Okay, so as I link with you, my lovely, I've got a lady coming, and I know that she's a mother figure. I mean, whether she's mother, mother-in-law, grandmother, I don't know, but I know that she's a mother figure. I want to say that she's very rounded of the body. Again, she's slowing me down because I know that towards the end of her life she becomes very, very slow, and I know her mobility was very poor as well. Would you understand around you at the moment that you have been worrying about something?
Yeah.
Very definitely. That's a definite yes, isn't it? You know
Yes,
what I'm talking about because I know you. I know you know. Okay, we're not going to make it public. That's fine. If I say that's a human thing, it's natural to worry, but I also know it's going to be all right, sweetheart. She's come just to give you that reassurance, and she's saying sometimes we have to go through these little things, but we have to get out the other side, all right? She also gives me, she gives me a brother in spirit. Would you understand a brother?
She had about 7 brothers and about 5 sisters, I think.
Okay, that's all right, that's fine. Would you understand that there was one that was very, very close to her, but you would actually... You know, he was one of your favourite uncles, let's put it that way. Yes, so because he's saying to me, you know, just move forward. Don't think about it, just go through it and get to the other side, because that's what we have to do. And there's lots and lots of love coming from them to you, and it's my pleasure to say that they are with you every step of the way. Okay? Lots of love, my darling. Okay, I'm coming to my lady straight in front of me. Hello. Yeah, I know I'm seeing you later, that's fine. I've just got to give you a gift of flowers, and I know that these flowers are roses, and I do feel that they are a memory from some time ago. I also have to say to you that you have lost confidence over something. Would that be correct? Also, my lovely, I've got to say as well that I can't give you the confidence, and neither can the spirit world. All we can say is be yourself, all right? I'm not going to go too much into that because I know I'll see you later, all right? But I am going to reassure you that it was nothing you did. I hope that makes sense to you, my lovely. God bless you. I'm coming to my lady. Now I know you. Is it Julie's daughter? I do forget. Yeah, Ivy May, sorry. I know we've met in the previous, you know, whatever. But I have to come to... I am so excited for you. I don't know what's happening, but I am really, really excited for you. So I've got to say that your life has changed. I know your life changed with spiritualism, but I also know that your personal life has changed in the last 2 years completely and utterly. Is that correct?
Yeah, moved, got married.
And now you're having a baby.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. Now you're having a baby. Well, congratulations, Ivy May. Okay, I'm not going to spoil the surprise. You might know it already, but anyway, that's something personal between you and your family. But I do know that you've put your spiritual life on hold, and darling, that's fine. You know, we have to balance life. I have a lady that's telling me this, and this is somebody who is very forthright, very straight to her words, straight to the point, you know, and she's saying it as it is. So that's how I have to say it to you. It's okay to put it on the side. You know, enjoy your baby, enjoy your marriage, you know, do all the things that mums have to do, and when the time is right, you'll come back in slowly. Your mum won't let you go too far away because she'll need the help. But what they're saying, what this lady is saying is there's a time and a place, all right? Enjoy, 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 and congratulations, sweetheart. I've got to come to, okay, where am I going? Felicity, I know we've met, but we haven't seen each other for a while. I do have to come to you, sweetheart, because I've got this gentleman coming in, and I know that your mobility is poor, and I know that life has been up and down, up and down. Darling, would you understand you've already moved? No. Then I have a move for you, all right? Some people say yes, no, I don't want, whatever. I know there will be a move, all right? I do feel that it will make life a lot easier for you. Would you understand somebody around you that either lives with you? I know you've got your husband that lives with you. Is there someone else that comes to your house very regularly or lives with you or part of the household?
We have a grandson that lives with us.
Okay, because they're talking about the responsibility of this grandson. And I do feel that, you know, it takes its toll on you. As much as we love them, it takes its toll on you. And this gentleman is just sort of saying, you know, just do your best. Do your best. That's all you can do. I do feel that your medication needs tweaking, so I don't know if that's ongoing, but I do feel that that needs to be tweaked, all right? And I have to say to you that it is with the greatest of pleasure that I know when that move happens, much as you're fearing it, don't want it, it's going to be the best thing ever. All right, so please do not fear, and that's your message today. Say God bless you. I'm coming to George. George, I've got to come to you. Sorry, I'll try and get to people I don't know because I haven't met you for a long while, George, have I? Okay, I've just got to say that I've got your wife here, and they don't normally tell me straight away, but I do have your wife here, and I also have your son, but your wife normally gets left out, she's telling me. So she's coming in. She's giving me a beautiful garden, George, so I don't know if you used to have a beautiful garden, but it's so tranquil and so pretty. Not like my garden, I have to say.
I was never a gardener, no.
Okay, neither am I. If there's any gardeners out there, you know, I could do with one in Herne Bay. But anyway, also, my lovely, she's just come to say, I am always with you. You know that anyway, all right? But she's proud of you doing something extra or going an extra mile. Would you understand that you've been going an extra mile recently?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so keep on going. Keep on going. And that's all she's come to say, darling. Lots and lots of love. I'm coming to my ladies straight through with that lovely cerise colour. Hello. As I come to you, my lovely, I know that, you know, there's, I've got to say, a revelation for you. So I don't know if it's just this weekend or it's started before and it's building over this weekend. Are you the lady with the dog yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, right, sorry. Forgive me, everybody. We were doing table tipping and I knew it was a dog that was moving the table. But I just know that I've got this animal with me again and I want to cry because the love that you shared with this animal was amazing. He is telling me that basically, you know, before he passes, my lovely, would you understand he had a problem with the leg?
I'd have to find out. I never met the dog.
Oh, okay. Well, he loves you to bits. Right, I'm just going to give you the evidence, and some of the best evidence is what we have to go and search for, all right? I do feel that he had a problem with a hind leg. I do feel that somebody paid quite a lot of money to have that rectified, and it wasn't ever quite the same, but he was so grateful that he was able to be himself, and he was very, very enamoured with you, and that's why he showed his love to you yesterday. I know that your mind is going to be stretched this weekend, and I know that you're also going to come out of your comfort zone. But I've got to say, wow, amazing. The spirit world are amazing, my darling. That's all I can tell you. And he's just come to sort of give you that encouragement. Okay, so go forward with love.
Thank you.
Say God bless you. Right, where am I going? I'm coming to my lady in the black jumper with the lovely, I don't know if it's a, yep, that's it. Sorry, I don't know if it's a locket or what it is because I can't see from here, my lovely. But as I link with you, I have this gentleman that's coming in. He is a good 6-footer. He's got very broad shoulders. I just feel with him that he just gives me this lovely, lovely fit. Bit mischievous, bit naughty in this life. Would have liked a drink or two, you know, was a man's man, would have gone to a club or social club or something like that, but also would have been a family man at the same time. You understand him, my lovely? Yes. You do, thank you. And would you understand that you have been fretting recently over family events?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, we're mums, we're grandmums, whatever, you know, there's always going to be ups and downs in life, that's what happens, but don't blame yourself. Very loud, very clear, he's made that interesting for me. Okay, give me some more evidence. Okay, he's giving me rhubarb, my lovely. I don't know if he grew it or somebody loves it or whatever, but he's giving me rhubarb to give to you. He's also giving me a lavender bush. Would you associate a lady in spirit with that lavender bush as well?
Yes, I would, yes.
Because she's here just as well. They're just building up for you, just to let you know that they're here. My lovely, would you understand a pain in the knee? No? No, that's fine. So would you understand somebody very, very close to you on the earth plane with a knee problem?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I know I have to send healing for a knee. And I knew if it wasn't yours, it would be very, very close to you on the earth plane. So if you can, please send out a thought to that person, okay? Also, my lovely, I just have to say to you that around you, it's been frustrating. And I know that you've tried and you're beating yourself up about it. Please don't. Please don't.
Okay.
The message is, be yourself. It's as simple as that. So God bless you, darling. Right, where am I going? I'm coming to my gentleman right through here. Hello. Yep. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. It's just you looked at me a bit blank as if to say, I'm listening, that's all. Okay. As I link with you, my lovely, I have to say that I have a lady that's coming in and she looks a bit harsh or hard off the face, but I feel that it was just a persona. She sort of looked a bit grumpy, but actually when you got to know her, she was as soft as sugar. So it was a persona that she gave to the world. Oh. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah.
You think so? I know so, because she said yes, all right? It's just that she gave that to the world just so that it kept them at arm's length. That was the kind of person she was, all right? Okay, so, my lovely, would you understand a problem with work around you at the moment?
No, sort of, yeah.
Yep. I know that it's sort of been a bit higgledy-piggledy and you're a little bit apprehensive because that's what they're putting into my mind, all right? And I just have to say to you, it's work. You've got to do it because we all have to go to work to earn money to live, all right? Don't let it get to you, all right? So when that person's being that person that you don't want them to be, you just sort of say, okay, smile sweetly and walk away, all right? And then you could go, whatever you want to say afterwards, all right? It's just that some people get a great deal of pleasure by giving offence to others. And they know when they can hurt us, and that's what's happening, all right? So be the bigger person and just walk away. Just accept what they're saying and then just walk away, all right? I know that will make life easier for you. I have to give you the number 7. I felt it was a door number, but it could be a birthday or something like that, but they're just giving me the number 7, so you may be able to associate that later on. Also, my lovely, would you understand wearing boots to work? Boots?
What, me wearing boots?
Yes.
Yeah, I have done before.
Yeah, yeah. Also, would you understand that you quite like walking?
Yeah.
Because they gave it to me as a two-way. All right, just a bit of evidence thrown in. All right, your message for today, my lovely, is take no notice. I know we have to take notice of people in authority, but you know, like I say, listen and walk away. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck. Good luck with that. Okay. I'm coming to my lady right at the back with, I think it's a navy blue scarf. Yes. Hello, my lovely. Can I talk to you? Hello. As I link with you, my lovely, I've got a lady that's coming in, and this lady is giving me severe backache. So I know she would have suffered with her back many years of backache. I don't feel that that's what took her to the world of spirit, but I do feel that she had a cancerous condition, and obviously she lost quite a bit of weight before she passes. I do feel that this is a family member, but I don't feel on a mother vibration, so I want to say an aunt, all right? I also feel with this lady that she was a bit bossy. Darling, would you understand that you're quite creative, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm rubbish. But you are very, very creative. And I want to bring that creativity to you. And I hope you've taken things from the weekend that are creative, because I know that that will push you forward. I also know in your spiritual life that you are, I'm in an R-in. And I've just got to say to you, stop it. You've got the belief, you now have to just trust. And that's what she's come to say, just trust. Easier said than done, especially when you're stood in front of a big hall full of people, I'm telling you, all right? But I know that you are well on your spiritual pathway, and I know that things have fascinated you over this weekend, and I know that you will bring that to the fore in a different way because of your creativity, okay? I've got to give you Simon in the world of spirit, and I've...
To the world of spirit.
Okay, that's fine. You see, you were looking a little bit, I'm not sure there, so I said to them, please give me something she's got to say yes to. I can only give you what I get. That's what I am. I'm just the telephone link, the channel, all right? But, you know, you won't doubt because you know that he's bringing it in as well, all right? And my lovely, would you understand around you right at this time, it's almost as though you've got a project that you're thinking about, that you haven't had the confidence or the money or the inclination to get it going. Right, your friend's saying yes, and you're, right, okay. Don't have an argument, please just say yes or no.
There's hundreds of ideas, but
Okay.
specific.
Right, there is one that comes right to the forefront, okay? Your friend will tell you what it is afterwards because she knows exactly, all right? But I've got to say, go and do it. Go and do it. Life is about living the here and the now. What's gone, we can't change. We can only learn from. What's coming, we have no idea. So do it now. And that's your message, darling. God bless you. Right, where am I going? I'm coming to... Polly, I've got to come to you. Oh, okay. I've got to take a really big breath here. Okay. So I have a gentleman that's with me, Polly. I don't know whether this is Jim, but I had to take a really big breath. So I know that I'm quite sort of... I want to say masculine, that's how he makes me feel. But I know that he's got such a lot of healing that's coming from him. So I didn't know Jim, so I don't know. But as he comes in, it's like I'm surrounding you with healing. Now I know you give healing all the time, but sometimes when we give healing, we need it as well. So he's giving it back, my lovely, all right? He also gives me 2 little dogs. I know you like dogs, but would you understand 2 together? In the spirit world now? Yes, lovely, thank you. And also he's showing me a ladder. Would you understand a ladder of some kind at home?
Okay.
Right, beware. beware. So make sure that, to me it's a ladder, it's a step ladder, but just beware. Don't be on your own when you go up it, all right? And he's just making me aware of that. Also, my lovely, he's giving me throat lozenges. Would you understand something? Yeah, you'd understand the throat lozenges, thank you. And also he's giving me... I know it's hard to treat ourselves because, obviously money's tight and all the bills are going up and everything, but he wants to treat you to something. Right. Would you understand having an afternoon tea with him or going somewhere special for an afternoon tea? Because it's that kind of thing that he wants you to do. So whether you're going to get it as a gift or whether you're going to just say, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself and take myself, me and a friend or whatever, but that's what he wants you to do, my darling, all right? And his message, apart from the fact that he loves you, because you know that anyway, is be careful, my lovely. So, I feel as well in wet weather. So I don't know if you're like me and are a bit vain and you just like to wear the wrong shoes. But, he's just making me aware of that, my lovely. All right. Lovely, lovely, lovely energy with him. So bless you, heart. Thank you. Okay. I'm coming to my lovely lady here. Hello. As I come to you, my lovely, you're very, very relaxed. And it's almost as though I'm so relaxed I want to sort of fall off my chair. So I'm not like that. I'm very bubbly and, I try sort of in as short a time as possible. Okay, that's the person I am. Okay, so you've had to rest, I believe, because of... I'm not going to go into that because I met you yesterday. I don't know anything about you, do I? No. Okay, so I have a lady that's coming forward for you, and as she comes forward, she's bigger than me, but she's also well cuddly, so she makes me feel good next to her. I hate the skinny ones because they make me feel like 10-ton Tess. As I link with her, she makes me happy. Happy, happy, happy. And that's what I want to bring to you. I want to bring you that happiness. Because I know you've been through the mill, but it's short and sweet. You'll get over it. You're young. You've got plenty coming. All right? Okay. Darling, would you understand a cat in the world of spirit? Because I've got a black cat that's coming forward. Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Obviously, black cats to me are always because of luck. But you don't need the luck because you've already got it. All right, you understand the abundance around you and you have known for quite some time that you are very fortunate in that sense. Also, my lovely, I've got to give you, Stedman, the name of Stedman. As a surname, you might have to think about it, that's fine. Also, I've got to give you Bennett because they've just slipped that in at the end. All right, you can take the Bennett, definitely. Okay, that's fine. You'll find the Stedman when you look, all right? Also, my darling, I have to say to you that... like the soles of your feet have been uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay, when I had my chemotherapy, it left me with uncomfortable feet. But do you know what? You'll be all right because you're well and truly getting through now. You understand that, don't you? Okay. Rest when you have to, though, because you're young and you don't want to. All right? There's too much you want to do and see. But there's a time and a place and you'll get the opportunity, is what they're telling me. Okay. Please drink plenty of water because I want to flush your system through and that's not being disrespectful, okay? So, my lovely, I've got to give you... would you understand somebody with an allotment? An allotment, because I've got rows and rows of vegetables here.
Not that I can think of.
Okay, why are you showing me the rows and rows of vegetables? Okay. Would you understand that you're not a lover of vegetables? You do like them, okay. Well, they're just showing me rows and rows of vegetables. So the only thing I can say is, please eat plenty of good, fresh veg, because that will take you through. Of some kind.
Yeah.
Enlightenment, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. And because obviously they're pushing you from the side of spirit, all right, and they will keep pushing and pushing, but of course you have to take your health seriously and rest as well, all right, but good luck with that, my lovely. Say God bless you. Coming to my left here, hello. I've got she's making my vision feel a little bit wonky, so I feel that she would have had problems with the little lady. If I take from 5 foot height, All right. Do feel,
Okay.
do feel that she went to the world of spirit with a lung condition because she's taken to me in pleuris, that kind of feeling. Feel that family rather than an immediate. So you might have to look outside the box, my love. That's all right, that's okay. Right, let me just check that I'm with you. Would you understand a February birthday?
That's mine.
That's yours. I can't get closer than that, can I? So you will find the lady, all right? As she comes in, she's showing me sort of an old-fashioned fireplace, you know, the ones you had to clean the grate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the memory from that time as well. She also gives me a 5 in a family somewhere. So that's on the earth plane now, all right? Again, you might have to think about it, it's fine.
We've got 5 children between us.
That's fine, that's fine. She just said 5. It's fine. Been a bit down. Right, you don't have to say yes to please me, my lovely, all right?
I'm not.
I'm happy with the no's, it just makes me work harder.
I don't think I can take that for you.
Okay, I just know that you have to go through things sometimes, and I feel that that was a journey you just had to go through to get to the other side, because then it makes you appreciate all the things before. Does that make sense? Okay. Also, my lovely, you understand? Way. Yep. Just love. Would you understand around you at the moment that life's been a bit harsh? That's the word, all right? But before you came away, you thought, right, I'm going to put this in place and I'm going to put this. Like you made a few decisions before you came away, and that's how you're going to go with it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And what she's saying is, good on you. Good on you. So you make sure you do it. Make sure you put them into place. Oh, I'm not going to get in between that one. No way. Well, no, I know. Mine was a pain up the backside.
Just got my life insurance up, maybe.
I've got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, mine on the earth plane, those of you that know him, was a pain up the backside. He still is, but that side of life, all right? I never thought he would work for me, that side of life, but that's what's happening. I know, because he comes out with all these phrases that I definitely wouldn't say. Isn't that right? Okay, it's definitely Bill. I know what you're thinking, my lovely, but you make sure you do it.
Okay.
You know, be you. And that's your message for today,
Right,
my
thanks
lovely.
very much.
Okay, you're very welcome. I've got to come to my job. I know to remember anything about you, my lovely. Not that you're insignificant in any way. I just know that you are quite a quiet persona. You just carry on through, just doing your thing. And I want to say good on you too. You know where you are, you know where you're at, you know where you're going to go. And that's great. Most people are all over the place and haven't got a clue. I have a gentleman that's coming in for you today. He's standing a good 6 foot, and he's very, very slim. And I do feel that he would have been a military gentleman, because when they make me stand straight, it's like I'm standing to attention. So he would have been in the military. I feel that he didn't show his emotions, okay, because maybe it was his era and they weren't meant to. But I do know that he had a lot of love for you. Would you understand that? Yes. I also feel that he's come to say there were lots of things I got wrong. So I don't know if you can understand that. Most definitely, thank you. Also, he's giving me cake. So I don't know whether it's you that like the cake.
Love the cake.
You love the cake. Okay, that's fine. Mary Berries, everybody. Always a success, all right? Get the recipe from online or YouTube. Also, my lovely, I have to give you... It's almost as though I'm very, very excited here, because again I feel that there's a project around you that you've been sort of putting on hold, maybe for the right timing. Okay, and I've just got to say, now is the time, my lovely. You know, we can put things off forever, but please don't put this off. It's got to be now. Do you understand what that is?
Everything
Everything has to be now. Would you also understand travelling to Australia or New Zealand or, yeah?
I know people that have.
But you're going. You know that, don't you? You've been thinking about it. You've been putting it on hold. Is that correct?
I believe I have
I love your sense of humour. I have to say I could link with your energy all the time. But I also have to say to you, come on, just go on and do it. You know, sometimes we have to sort of take the bull by the horns and just get these things planned and do. If I tell you that I was on a cruise with my husband in February, we came away to the weekend in March, which was a week later, and then 13 weeks later he was gone. That's how quick life changes. So do it now, my lovely. And I mean that. John, with the greatest respect, I mean, you know, go forward with your life, because who knows what time we have. And that's what this gentleman wouldn't have said that to you had he been next to you. Sorry. Would you also understand a smoker coming in? Because when I get somebody who smokes, I mean, I want to say an excessive smoker.
Yes.
Because he's just here encouraging you as well. All right? He's even brought a tear to my eye, and I know that there was a lot of love there as well. All right? So your message is very much is just do it, wear the T. Okay? And I say God bless you. Thank you, Ray. Right.
We do a quick one now if you want.
Okay, Joe, I've got to come to you because you're in the life out of me, you know. I mean, what with her and Bill, God, I don't stand a chance, do I? Okay, my lovely, I know we know each other, but I know I haven't seen you for ages. I know I have to take a breath because I understand what you understand and you understand what I understand. And I'm not going to say any more about that because I'll get emotional and that's not professional. Okay. But in all honesty, she is looking after you because I do feel that you haven't been looking after yourself. So forgive me for being blunt. That's what she's saying. All right? And I know what it's like to be on your own. You're not alone, but you are on your own.
It is rubbish.
It is. And I would agree, you know. Whoever thought my house would be quiet? You know. But I know that you've got your animals. I know you've got your cats. I know she's got 2 cats with her. I know also that I was given this gift of a bracelet. I know that you've got a gift that's been given to you. And she's saying, just get it out and look at it. Just get it out and look at it. It's all right. It's just a reminder. This is from some friends that I work for quite a lot online. And it has got a picture of me and my husband on the cruise that we went to in February. So that's why I wear it at the moment, right? Just to give me strength and courage to move on. I know that I have to give you strength and courage to move on. And I know that your medication is absolutely, you know, exactly. But I also know that you have a lot of inner strength, my lovely. And I've got to say, use it, Joe. All right? A few more, not publicly, so I'll share them with you afterwards. But lots and lots of love from Jill. Okay, where am I going? I'm coming to my lady right at the back with the pink, lovely pink stripy glasses, blonde hair. Yep, that's it. Hello, my lovely. As I come to you, my lovely, I told you you've got to be quick. You know, you don't listen, you're out of it. As I come to you, my lovely, I've got to say that I've got a lady coming in, and as the lady comes in, she is very, very gentle. I have to lower my voice, which is very hard for me because I'm naturally a loud person, and I'm also going deaf, so that don't help. She is a very quiet soul, my lovely. All right, you would understand. Okay, so as I'm linking with you, she is giving me lots of pasta. Understand pasta? Okay, right, that's a bit wishy-washy. Don't like wishy-washy. Okay, what's the pasta all about? Right, lovely. I've got to say to you, you don't eat. Let me just tell you, I know that you miss meals. All right, that's what she's telling me. So with the pasta, you always put it in the fridge, get it out, a cold salad or a hot meal, whatever. So you to eat on a regular basis. we all think we're going to lose a little bit of weight, us ladies. But we, you know, if we skip a meal, don't worry. Into Weight Watchers, all of them, you know. Work. Also, my lovely, all right, what's that? She's giving me a trinket box. Would you understand what a trinket box is? You're quite young.
Yeah, I do know, but...
Right. Okay. I'll just describe it to you, and you will find it, I promise you. It is a glass one, circular, with a lid on, with a knob on. All right? And I do believe that special items were put into that. Okay, but it is a must to find it, all right, to know about that. Also, my lovely, would you understand a change of career?
Hopefully, well, not career, but, yeah.
A change of job?
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, I'm going to say a change of career.
Okay.
All right, because you're going to change your job, but I also know it will be a change of career, because that's what they gave me, my lovely. Again, don't be afraid. You know, you've wanted a change for a while, it just hasn't happened. It will happen when it's right, but when it happens, it will be, oh my God, I didn't expect this. A lot of online learning, I've got to say, but, you know, you'll cope. You know, it's as simple as that. Especially when it's online, you can do it at your own pace, and that will be easier for you. Okay. Also, I've got to give you the name of Potter. All right. And I've also got to give you. Would you understand Legion? Somebody who was involved in the British Legion. Does that make any sense to you at all? No. Right. Why are you showing it to me then? Okay. My darling, if I ask them twice and I get the same thing, I'll have to just give it to you the way I get it. So I have a gentleman that's just come in from the world of spirit who is very involved with the British Legion, because I can see his jacket with the emblem here. Okay. So again, you might have to ask family about that, but I do feel that he was an uncle, because they're saying uncle. All right. So I hope there's somebody that you can ask on the earth plane about that. All right? Okay. Would you understand that you like bracelets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I said, give me something that you would understand. And also, would you understand at this moment in time, you have been beating yourself up because you haven't managed to do something that you promised to do a little while ago.
I can't think of anything specific.
Right. Okay, right, you went out with some friends, I've got to say less than 2 months ago. And you promised to do something, all right?
Yeah.
And you haven't managed to do it because of other things that have come in. It's called life.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'm talking about now?
I'm not sure now.
Okay. Well, if you
I probably will remember.
it's all right. As soon as you walk out the door, you'll probably remember. But that's fine. What they're saying to me is, you know, you promised to do something, and you know, you're the kind of person that's very loyal. So you like to do what you say you're going to do when you're going to do it, right? And you haven't managed to do it yet. Don't beat yourself up about that. It's just called life got in the way, all right? But also, I've got to say to you that you will do it, but please do it before Christmas, because that's important. So just remember that. But your message very much for today is enjoy and embrace that new career, all right? I say God bless you. Julian, I've got to come to you, all right? I know that you're up and down. I'm not going to sort of stay too long with you. I do have a gentleman here. I do have the RAF. I don't know whether he was in the RAF or whether he was just linked to the services, because normally they just give me services, all right? I know that the gentleman is tall. I know that he's, well, a bit your stamp, you know, sort of tall and slim is what I would say. I know that there's been many changes around you, and I know. And I've just got to say, enjoy that grandson. He. I mean that disrespectfully, you know me better than that. To say to you, right, put things into Right, where am I coming? Okay, Jim, my lovely, I've got to come to you, all right? I've got your second wife here, okay? Hope I got the right one. Okay, right. Your second one, you know, forgive me, but she's saying I'm the writer. Is that correct? Oh, okay. All right then. Let's just say I've got them all here. It's the second one. The second one's going to be my communicator, because she categorically said I'm the second wife. So I thought, okay, didn't know you'd been married 3 times, did I? Okay. They are all very, very happy at all the readings that you do for the lovely Wimbledon Church, because, you know, I watch online because obviously I'm a long way away from you, and it is their words are very inspiring to others, and I know that you choose the poems with care, all right. Very proud of the fact that you still iron your shirts and you still cook your dinner, and you do all the things that us ladies normally do for our men, all right? I know you'd like another lady in. No, I'm joking. I'm not joking, no. But what they're saying is, you know, yeah, of course, you know, we all have to have friends and family and, you know, people around us to support us. But I do feel that you do have that. I do feel that you have that friendship support. All right? Okay. My lovely, would you understand a change of your medication recently?
Yes, a couple of months ago.
Okay, that's fine, because she just made me aware of a change of medication. Okay? And also, again, I've got a bit of heartburn. So is that yours?
Occasionally.
Occasionally, that's fine. I'll just tell them to take it away, because I don't want to feel it all the time. All right. Also, my lovely, would you understand a rack of ties? A rack of ties. Rack of ties. So it's like you've got a collection of ties, my lovely.
Oh, no, I don't.
Right, so where would the rack of ties belong? Because it's like on the inside of a wardrobe. They're showing me...
Oh, rack of ties. Oh, beg your pardon.
Oh.
I've got 130 of them.
You're as bad with your ties as I am with my shoes. But each to their own, that's fine. I just knew I had a lot of ties, all right. Also, my lovely, I've got to give you lemon meringue pie, so I don't know whose favourite that is.
Oh, I make that myself, yeah.
Well, good on you, good on you. Jim, would you understand around you at the moment, you've been to-ing and fro-ing about something?
Yeah, I worry about a lot of things.
Oh, worry's a horrible thing, but that's a human thing. It's a human thing, isn't it? Okay, be more specific, please. Okay, my lovely, I'll get back to that in a minute, but would you understand your eyes feeling a little bit watery?
Oh, yeah.
Uncomfortable watery.
I often get that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because they just made me aware of that, all right? Okay, so getting back to your situation. I know you're a worry guts, because that's what you've just told me. But also, would you understand that there are things that you want to do and you're getting frustrated because you can't get there?
Yes.
Can't get there. You would understand it that way? Okay, thank you. And what they're saying is, just do what you can. You know, there might be 6 things that you want to do, but if you can only get to 2, then do them 2. Because that's fine. That's fine. That's still really, really a wonderful surprise for everybody else. All right? So just do what you can. And that's her message to you today, my lovely. All right? Say God bless you. You're very... Where am I going? Right, one more. Right, I'm not sure if your name is Linda. Linda, is it? Yes. Are you Polly's friend? Or I know you've come to these dues quite a lot, haven't you, my lovely? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I do try and remember names, and I'm quite good, but because I worked in a school. But then sometimes I get a senior moment. Right, Linda. As I link with you, my lovely, I've got a lady coming in. And as the lady comes in, she makes me feel very, very disorientated. So I don't know whether it was dizzy spells or dementia or something like that, but I'm just, you know, all over the place, all right? Yeah. But would you understand sort of like a feeling that it's almost like vertigo. Would you understand a feeling of vertigo or something like vertigo where you're a bit imbalanced?
Who, me?
You. Yes.
Yeah, I have been every now and again. I get a bit.
Yeah, no, that's right, because I felt that it was you as well. All
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so the lady I've got is a grandmother on your mother's side, because she just told me that.
Right, okay,
All right?
yeah.
Very precise, I have to say, because she obviously knows I'm running out of time. Also, I know that you're a medium yourself. I don't know if you're working, but you should be. Again, I've got to say, it's not about confidence, it's about trust. You know what you get, so just go with it. If it sounds daft, it doesn't matter, who cares? You're just throwing it out there, all right? Also, my lovely, would you understand a problem with a hand?
Very much so.
Because I know I have to send healing for a hand, all right?
Yeah.
And I've just got to say to you, go forward, my lovely. It's all about onwards and upwards. Since the pandemic, you've either gone up and forward or you've stayed stuck. You haven't stayed stuck, so make sure you go forward, all right?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to serve
Thank
you
you.
from the world of spirit, and I say God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Ward. Mary was serving Wimbledon a few years back, and she came in the car as usual, and Bill walked in and went, "Here, Ray?" So I went, "Yeah." He went, "Do you want me to sing this morning?" And I was waiting for the punchline. So I said, "Yeah, go on then." And Mary said, "No, you'd be all right." I said, "Okay, if you say so." Anyway, he sang a beautiful Elvis song, didn't he?
He did.
It was out of this world. And I sat there with, huh? But Bill always had a bit of a joke to say. A little bit of a comic quip. Also, he's very good at putting people in their places. If they needed it.
Very much so.
Very much so. He was a lovely man and we miss him, but we know he's not gone.
No, he's here.
with us in spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had a wonderful Sunday morning with us. It's nice to see so many of you here. Some of you are going home, I know, later today. That my father allowed me to read on these occasions. I haven't said it for a few years, and I know my Rachel said it when Jill Hay passed her spirit, because she said to herself, "What would my dad say?" Because I wasn't there at the time, and she remembered this. So I say this all to you with love and the power of the Spirit. Unto God's gracious mercy, protection, we commit you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you and give you his peace, now and forevermore. Amen.
Amen.
Go forth in peace, with the knowledge that you have as spiritualists, with the understanding that you have as spiritualists. Take your message of spiritualism out to the world. Do not be ashamed of your testimony in spiritualism. Live your life with the manifestation of spirit here and now and forevermore. Amen.
Amen.
Richard of SPTV, thank you. God bless you all till we see you again. Bye-bye.